Hello and welcome to this very exciting first edition of my new show here on Scott Grows an Avocado Tree, Cooking with Avocados. Today we are looking at an ancient dish that is also very simple to make. Anyone can do it and you can customize it however you want. Let's get to it.
Cooking with Avocados.
So today we are making guacamole. Guacamole is a classic avocado dish. If you have been to a party, one of the dips is bound to be a guacamole. It's one of the most popular dips out there. It's used for dipping things in, it's used for putting on nachos, and you can do other things with it as well. I actually put guacamole on hash browns and have it as a breakfast food. And guacamole is an ancient dish. The Aztecs invented it many, many years ago. And since then it has become very popular all over the world. And it is so simple to make. Let's get to it. Now, the most important ingredient that you're going to need is the avocado. Any variety of avocado will do, but it is critically important that it is very ripe. If you've been waiting for an avocado to ripen and you forget about it for a couple of days and it's become all soft, too hard to cut it into slices, it's perfect for guacamole. So really you're going to want to find one of the ripest avocados you can. The reason why we do that is because we're going to mash it or puree it into a paste. And if it is unripe, you're not going to be able to do it. You might be able to crush it, but you're not going to be able to get that smooth texture that you need in guacamole. I generally buy a half a dozen avocados at a time and I'll leave them in the fridge until I am thinking I'm going to use one in the next couple of days, in which case I will put it in my fruit basket and I will wait for it to ripen there, and it will ripen fairly quickly there. Generally, you can tell that an avocado is ripe when it has gone a darker color. The lighter green ones are not as ripe. The skin does change color, and it is easily squishable. Don't squish it too much because you'll bruise it. And don't squeeze them at the shops, that's just rude. So I've got my avocado. The next ingredient I'm going to use is a lemon or a lime. The reason why we use a little bit of citrus is to get a little bit of acidity into the guacamole. You can make a guacamole out of just avocado, but the way I do it, I like to add a squeeze of lemon in. And the third ingredient that we're going to use for our very basic guacamole today is salt. So I'm going to make guacamole out of just these three ingredients today, but you can customize it and I'll talk a little bit about that afterwards. So let's get to it. I'm going to need to cut this up. So first I'm going to need my chopping board and a knife. And I'll also need a bowl in which to mix up the avocado. Now, it only needs to be as big enough bowl that you can fit the avocado into. If you're making a bigger batch, you just get more ingredients, more avocados. You can make one lemon last quite a few. I'm not going to use all the juice inside of this. That's going to make it a bit sour. And salt. Let's get to it then. So to start with, I'm going to cut open the avocado. And to do that, I like to go vertically. I'll start generally at the top and I will cut all the way around. And I don't like damaging the seed, so I just go nice and gently. And it should come out like that. That's that beautiful green color. That's going to be all good. And I'd like to take the seed out because we don't need that now. Sometimes it'll take some flesh. You can just use a knife or a spoon to just take that off. And we will set that aside for later. We'll plant that up at some point. Now I need to just put the avocado into the bowl. Because it is beautiful and ripe, I'm going to use a spoon for that. I'm just going to spoon it out into the bowl, and this is a beautifully ripe avocado. I've done well to pick a good one and get as much out as I can. I don't want any to waste. And now I want to mash that up. And you could use a masher, like a potato masher. I'm just going to use a fork. And I just want to be pressing that against the edge of the bowl. And I'll do this for a minute or so. And you want to get it to a very pasty consistency, just like we've got there. That's actually looking really good. I am just about happy to move on and add the other ingredients, just about. And there we go. We have got a pureed avocado. Beautiful. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my lemon ready. So I'm just going to cut this lemon in half, and I'm just going to give it one squeeze per avocado. cut it open. And then just give it a squeeze, not too much. That will be plenty. Not even a strong squeeze. Just want to get a little bit in there. And I'll give that a mix in. So what that's going to do is it's going to add a bit of acidity to balance out the creaminess of the avocado. Add a little bit of, not quite spice, but just that little bit of acidity that really makes things a little interesting. And then once that's mixed in, I'm just going to add a bit of salt. And I'll mix it in and I'll add a touch more, I think. Alright, that's looking beautiful. Now really you can make guacamole just with one avocado and no other ingredients, but adding a little bit of acidity, a little bit of salt really does make it. I'm just going to give it a bit of a test. That's beautiful. I'm not going to add any more. The avocado really is the dominant flavour. You can't taste the lemon, but it's just got a little bit of zestiness to it, which the lemon provides, and the salt just kind of balances it all out. And that is our very simple 3-ingredient guacamole. Anybody can make this. It is a beautiful, easy party pleaser, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do with it. If you make guacamole, please tag me on Instagram at ScottGrowsAnAvocadoTree. Now, this is kind of the base recipe that we can use. So this is just a very basic nuts and bolts guacamole. You can get fancy with this if you like. Some people like a little bit more spice to their guacamole, and I mean that literally. You might want to put a dash of chili or sweet chili sauce in there. You could put tomatoes, you could put red onion in there as well. And you can really have a play with this recipe. So go on, have a go, play around with things, experiment, and I'd love to see what you guys come up with. If you find that you have leftover guacamole, say you make a big batch with multiple avocados that didn't all get eaten, it will oxidize or go brown if you leave it out. So you're going to want to make sure that you cover that or put it in a much smaller sealed container and keep it in your fridge until next time. It should keep for a few days before it starts to spoil. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to make up a bit of a plate. I'm going to do that off screen and I'm going to enjoy this for my afternoon tea. A bit of a platter, cheese, biscuits, cabana. I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you very much for watching this video, this very first episode of Cooking with Avocados. I hope that you have enjoyed it and you found it inspiring, ready to go and make your own guacamole. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please do subscribe to Scott Grows an Avocado Tree and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any future avocado uploads. If this is the first video that you've watched from my channel, I am all about avocados. I grow them, I talk about them, the science, the history, and the cooking. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy the rest of my stuff. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree.